So, of course, this is our third interview with Caleb Quay, Elton John's former guitarist. He played with Hall & Oates, but he played with a lot of different people. So this time around, I had Caleb for an unlimited amount of time. I really wanted to go through his discography. And one of the people he played with, who was once called the mercurial personality, the rumor was sometimes he wasn't that nice, was Lou Reed. Here's our next session with Caleb Quay.
I'll name another one that's got a reputation. He's been called, who was it that I talked to? He said he had a mercurial personality. He either loved him, Lou Reed.
Oh, Lou Reed, yeah.
Steve Howe was on that session as well.
I'm sorry?
Steve Howe was on that. I don't know if he was at the same time, but he also played.
I don't think he was at the same time. He was on the same project, but not on the same session I was on. At least I don't remember him being in there. But that was a strange session. To me, my impression was he didn't really seem to know what he was doing. You know, it was it was just very odd. I didn't enjoy it. I was never really a fan of his music, like what was the group? The New York, what was it?
Velvet Underground.
The Velvet Underground. Yeah, I was never a Velvet Underground fan. I'd heard about him, you know, and all that, you know, but and he didn't play anything, so he was like basically co-producing it with somebody else, and I cannot remember the name of the producer, David somebody, and it was all a bit strange. It was. I didn't enjoy it at all.
Well, how do you get a gig like that? Like, for instance, if someone wants you, there must be gigs where someone had called you and said, "Oh, Caleb, I want to play with you," and you'd heard. You don't have to mention names. You'd hear the demo and you go, "These guys aren't ready to record." That must happen.
Yeah, but this particular thing, or back in those days, so that was like, you know, still early 70s.
72 for Lou Reed.
72, yeah. So in the studio world, it was still very musicians union. So we had contractors. So for the Lou Reed session, I was booked by a contractor that used to get me a lot of work. In fact, Simon Phillips would know him as well. He was the same contractor, David Katz, a guy called David Katz. So it was very union. You got paid for it was union scale and all that stuff, you know. So that's how I got a lot of studio work, was through the union. You had to be, if you were going to do studio work, you had to be in the union. So that's how that happened.
And a Beach Boy, Bruce Johnson.
Beach Boys. Bruce Johnson was good to work with. He was a lot of fun. It was very good. I enjoyed doing his album. Played with he had a good drummer on those sessions, a guy by the name of Gary Malabar, who played for
Steve Miller.
Yes,
Eddie Money.
Yes. Yeah.
I love Gary Malabar.
Gary's great.
I can't get a hold of him. I friended him on Facebook. Chase just did 2 Tickets to Paradise and on his Instagram.
Okay.
And it has one of those. The drumming is like almost a little muddy. It's hard to play. It's hard to play right. Yeah. Like they used to say it about Bonham. You know, they go, you can't really, on notation with Bonham, it's hard to get it on there because there's like some weird ghost note.
Yeah.
He came up to me, Chase, and he says, "God," he says, "this is actually really hard to play. It sounds like it's simple, but it's not. Gary's that good."
Yeah, Gary had a great feel. Yeah, Fly Like an Eagle. That's his masterpiece there. You know. Yeah. Well, I know it's been a few years since I've seen him, but I know he was living in a town called Thousand Oaks out here in California.
You know what? A lot of the times, Caleb, I just go online and someone got a hold, like Tony Tennille, who was on Blue Moves. I just said, "Hey, how do I get a hold of Tony Tennille?" I'm a big Captain Ed Tennille fan, which surprised everyone. I went, "Why? Good music. I like him. You like what you like. You can't help it."
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And someone said, "Yeah, I know his mess. I'm going to do that with Gary Malabar because he was Take the Money and Run." Yeah. You know, that's all him. Yeah. Jennifer Holiday.
That was good stuff too. That was great. That was David Foster produced that, and I got that gig through him. So that was recorded out here. And
She was on top of the world then. She was on like everyone. It's like she was the golden girl.
Right. And she'd just done the original Dreamgirls thing. And we were working with some of the guys from Earth, Wind and Fire. And we recorded it at their studios. So that was a great time. That was really great.
Hope you enjoyed that. We'll have more from Caleb Quaye in the next few days. If you want to pick up his new book, a new version of the new book, updated, there is links at the very top of the description. Remember, if you want to help the channel, the 2 P's are there. Patreon, you can have early access to our videos. Or if you simply want to make a donation to Rock History Music or Rock History Book, the link is at the very top of the description for PayPal. Or simply buy a t-shirt. Remember to like our videos. It makes a big difference. And if you like what you see, subscribe to our channel, share our videos on social media, and make a comment. We always read the comments. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.